Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something I think a lot of people misunderstand when they first start looking into RV life. The difference between full-time RV living and stationary RV living. Both can help you simplify and feel more in control of your time and your priorities, but they create completely different day-to-day lifestyles. So the goal today is not to convince you that one is better. The goal is to help you figure out which one feels right for the season of life you're in. Before we go any further, let's define what we mean. Full-time RV living means you're traveling regularly. Your home moves with you. Stationary RV living means your RV stays primarily in one place, but you're living in it instead of a traditional house or apartment. Some people love the adventure of constant travel. Others want the simplicity of tiny living without the chaos of motion, and both are 100% valid choices. People often choose stationary RV living because life needs some structure. Maybe it's work schedules, medical access, or kids' schooling. Maybe it's simply wanting a simpler, more affordable life without constant planning. Stationary RV life lets you enjoy tiny home simplicity, smaller expenses, and a slower pace, while keeping the routine and consistency that makes life feel stable. On the other hand, full-time RV travel is for those of us who hear the road calling. Maybe you want to see every national park. Maybe your family is spread across the country and you want to actually spend time with them. Or maybe you're just done with being tied to one zip code. Full-time travel is about curiosity, movement, and expanding your daily world. It's rewarding, and it can also be messy sometimes. But if your heart lights up at the idea of freedom, this might be your lane. Let's talk money, because cost impacts everything. Full-time travel usually means higher fuel expenses, more frequent maintenance, and possibly higher campground fees if you move around quickly. Stationary RV living often costs less because monthly or seasonal rates are usually cheaper and you're not burning fuel to get from one place to the next. If keeping your cost of living low is a major goal, stationary life may be the better starting point. But if the adventure is the priority, you just learn to travel intentionally, not constantly. This is where the real difference shows up. How daily life feels. Full-time travel means new grocery stores, new scenery, new neighbors, and sometimes new challenges. Stationary life gives you familiarity, your favorite walking route, your go-to grocery store, and a community you can actually build relationships in. We personally travel full-time, but in the winter we stay put for about 6 months in Florida. We pay a monthly campground rate plus electric. Ours usually runs about $75 to $140 a month, and honestly, it's worth every penny for the convenience. I like having time to settle in, spread out a little, and not pack up every 2 weeks. I'll be honest, I also have too much stuff to be moving that often. But my cousin is the opposite. They have the Thousand Trails Adventure membership, and they're happy to move every 14 days like clockwork. They love the variety. That works for them, and that's the point. This lifestyle is customizable. It's not about what is right in general. It's about what feels right for you. Community looks different in each lifestyle. Full-timers meet a lot of people, everywhere from campgrounds to dump stations. The friendships are instant and deep, but also temporary because people are on the move. Stationary RV living allows deeper ongoing relationships. Your neighbors become part of your daily life. If you're craving connection or belonging, that's often easier to build when you stay in one place for a while. If you work full-time or run a business, travel days can interrupt your workflow. Same with homeschooling. It works beautifully for some families, but it takes intentional planning. Stationary living makes routines easier. Full-time travel gives you more adventure, but requires flexibility. And remember, you don't have to pick one forever. Many RVers switch seasonally. Travel in the summer, stay put in the winter. Your lifestyle can shift with your needs. When you're traveling full-time, things move, and rattling causes wear. Full-time RVers typically see more maintenance simply because the RV is doing what RVs are built to do, move. Stationary rigs experience less mechanical wear, but need attention to things like moisture or leveling. So the question isn't which is easier, it's which type of maintenance rhythm fits your life. This is where your answer becomes really clear. Some people thrive on movement, new places, new views, new experiences. Others feel best when they have a home base or a familiar routine. For us, we've learned we love both, but in seasons. We travel throughout the year and then we settle in for the winter in Florida for about 6 months. It gives us stability, warmth, and a routine at a pace that works for us. Then in the summer, we sometimes stay on land we own up north for a few months. We pay our taxes and utilities there, and it's a place that feels grounding for us. But like I mentioned earlier, my cousin does it differently. They're perfectly happy moving every 2 weeks on their 1,000 Trails Adventure membership. They get energized by the movement. I get exhausted thinking about packing that often. No version is wrong. The only wrong version is the one that exhausts you instead of supports you. Close your eyes and picture the next 6 months. Do you see movement, new places, a map, or do you see comfort, familiarity, and rhythm? The answer that feels like relief, not pressure, is usually the right direction to start. You don't have to commit forever. Your RV lifestyle can change just like your life does. You can start stationary, learn your rig, build confidence, and then begin traveling when you're ready. Or you can travel now and choose a home base later. There's no trophy for doing it one specific way. Just choose the version that feels supportive, doable, and exciting for you right now. Before we move into the next steps, I really want to emphasize this. You don't have to have the entire journey figured out today. RV life is flexible. Your needs, your energy, your finances, your family rhythms, all of that can shift, and your RV lifestyle can shift along with it. You can travel for a season, stay stationary for a season. You can travel part-time or full-time. You can build this life in stages. There's no one right way to do RV life. There's only the way that supports you in this chapter you're in right now. So if you're feeling that pull, that little spark of maybe this really could be my life, just hold on to that. We're going to talk about how to take the next aligned step together without rushing, without pressure, and without overwhelm. Okay, so all of this is landing and you're thinking, I want this, but I don't want it to be chaotic, rushed, or overwhelming. That's exactly why I created GPS to Full-Time RV Living. GPS stands for Guided Planning System for the Road Ahead, and it's my 6-month coaching program where we build your RV lifestyle plan step by step in a way that feels grounded, doable, and actually enjoyable. We follow 3 core phases. G, for ground yourself in what you really want. Your lifestyle has to fit you, your family, your finances, and your energy. P, plan a path that feels doable. We create a timeline, budget, downsizing plan, rig decision, route style, and launch plan that makes sense, not stressful. S is for simplify. Simplify everything you can. Systems, routines, and support so you don't feel like you're figuring this out alone. This next group is building towards being on the road by June 1st. Not rushed, just steady, confident progress over 6 months. Enrollment only opens once a year, Black Friday through Cyber Monday, so if you want to explore joining us, get on the wait list now so you don't miss your window. Just go to myrvroadmap.com. There's no obligation. It simply gives you first access and waitlist only bonuses. However, if you choose to do RV life, I want you to know this. You don't have to figure it out alone. I'm right there with you. Mary from Life in the RV.